So I guess back in 2012, I was obsessed with taking pictures of toys and putting them on Instagram, and I found a lot of toy nerds on there that I connected with. Inspired me, I wanted to buy a camera. I started doing more legit toy photography. I just started doing stop motion. I've never done anything. I just started making GIFs and loops, and it's just evolved from there, and now I'm just addicted. Even if I want to go back and try to do toy photography, it never works because I just always start animating, and then 4 hours later I'm like, okay, maybe I should stop. My name is Scott Holmes. I'm a toy collector person, stop motion animator, just loser. I collect anything I like, so most of my stuff is probably NECA, Mezco, and McFarlane, because McFarlane had the Movie Maniacs line, which was awesome, and then Mezco had the Cinema of Fear line. I have a few sideshow figures. I collect movies. It's probably like 90% like horror related. Any place I have room on shelves, there's a toy there, so it's all about room. Collectors need room. My favorite piece. My good guy doll. Look at this guy. Fully posable. Just, look at those overalls. Corduroy. Good shoes. Yeah, this is a Trick or Treat Studios 1/1 scale good guy doll from Child's Play 2. And I've probably wanted this thing my entire life since I was a kid, so I finally have my friend till the end. I typically get all my toys from NECA Lady at Frankenstein. She's best in collectibles on Instagram. She's the coolest. I've been going to her for years. She's good to me. Gets all my figures, and yeah, definitely check her out if you're at Frankenstein. My Back to the Future Hot Toys, the Doc, the Marty, and the DeLorean, the 1/6 scale DeLorean. That was like the first hot toy I ever bought, and still my favorite. Lights up, flux capacitor, fluxing, and it's a good piece. My buddy Francis and I shot a music video for one of my favorite bands, Newfound Glory. Got to use the DeLorean, got to use Doc and Marty, and did a whole stop motion music video for them for The Power of Love, so it was pretty cool. Other than that, it just sits on my shelf, collects dust. It takes me anywhere from 30 minutes to a week to do a stop motion animation, depending on what I'm doing. If I think it's something very simple that I could knock out, I'll start, and then 1,000 pictures later and hours later, I'm just like, oh my gosh, and it's grown into something that I have to spend more time on. But I usually just storyboard everything. I get everything ready, and yeah, it could, with editing and shooting, it could take as long as it takes. The challenges of stop motion, it's all a challenge. It's the dumbest way to make a movie. You shoot one frame at a time. It's horrible, but it's fun. If you have the patience, it's very fun, and you get to be like Dr. Frankenstein and bring something dead to life. It's cool, man. When you see it done, it's cool. Even though you spent 10 hours and you have a couple seconds of footage. I guess my favorite video I've done might be with the seed of Chucky. It involves some artificial insemination and some birth giving. It's bloody and it's funny, and I got a lot of people mad, which is always good. It's age restricted on YouTube, so you can't even watch it if you're not like 18. But it's not that bad. So if you've seen the movie, it's funny. My main inspiration is movies. I watch movies every single day. I have a small group of best friends. We have movie nights. We don't really go out. We would much rather watch a Hitchcock movie and stay in and just be sucked into the world of just movies, and it's awesome. I was introduced to horror movies probably way too young. I can't even remember. I was raised watching Halloween, Child's Play, Puppet Master, Monster Squad, House, and it's shaped me as a human. I'm so grateful that my dad showed me those movies as a kid. I'm grateful for all the nightmares I had as a kid, but probably too young. But check me out, you know? My all-time favorite is Halloween. I mean, I like everything. I like the satanic movies, obviously like killer toy movies, and just horror comedies. Evil Dead 2, Monsters. It's not much I don't like. I mean, the coolest thing about horror movies is like, I mean, one, it's a movie, but two, you get to experience fear like on another level, like stuff you wouldn't usually experience in your life unless you're really unfortunate. But it's just, I don't know, being scared is fun. People like it. And yeah, just that fantasy dark world of just what human beings could create and put on paper and then put on screen. That's like, it's scary. And but they're all just fun movies. They're fun to make, they're fun to watch. This is Funny Games. This is one of my favorite movies ever made, Michael Haneke. If I could have any action figure, it would be from this movie. They're two like serial killers dressed in all white, kind of nice polo shirt, short shorts with a golf club, and it's a very twisted movie, but really thought-provoking and awesome. And yeah, I want some action figures from Funny Games, please. My next project, I guess, I'm working on a music video for a buddy of mine, and I'm making some claymation zombie puppets. So be on the lookout for that. That's gonna be fun. And yeah, my buddy Francis directs movies that I work on, and they're very fun, and they're coming out soon. So look out for High Desert Hell and the Gemini Project, directed by Francis Preve. I guess my ultimate goal in collecting would just be that I keep collecting, and hopefully I don't get married and divorced and half of my collection be gone, because that would suck. I'd have to start all over. I don't really have a goal, I just like it. Some guy at the bar one time came up to me, asked me, what do you do? And I said, I collect action figures. And he says, for a living? And I said, no, I make a living so I can collect action figures. And that's just what, yeah, I love it. So, yeah. The guy looked at me weird and walked away.